who did I play? Junkrat, Bastion, Mei, all those great heroes. Because at the end of the day, I just want to get people to play the game. It mostly just comes down to the fact that I just love the opportunity that the Esports Club has given me as a whole. And I think as president, I can help make more opportunities for more people that way.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Laker LAN podcast. Usually, Evan says this, and Sam gives him a countdown beforehand, and that's why I start every episode laughing. Evan's not here. He's driving. He was in Florida last week.
Yep.
That guy sucks. But we're here. Sam's here.
Director Evan Dean lacking.
Yeah, he's lacking. He's lacking. You don't have to say that. He's your boss. You don't have to say that.
Yeah.
But he's your boss, too. But he's not my boss.
I can say that.
Yeah, but you can say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are joined here with Mr. Pigeon, Mr. FelixPigeon1, I believe.
The one and only.
The one and only. One.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you have one in your name?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about how you got your name.
Well, I got my name because when I was 4 years old, I received a Xbox 360 for my birthday that totally wasn't my dad buying one for himself as an excuse, but I needed a username.
Sure.
And 4-year-old me was a really big fan of the Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus children's books. Some people know these books, some people
I'm not
don't.
familiar.
But there's a whole series. It's Don't Let the Pigeon Do Whatever. So I'm like, oh, the pigeon's so funny. Haha. 4-year-old me is like, all right, well, Felix, that's me. Pigeon.
Yeah.
I like the pigeon. And one, because I'm number one. And it just stuck like 20 years later.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to give the classic example of my dad bought me an Xbox, and that was the generated name.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
No, not generated.
You're more creative than that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
There's a lot of stuff behind it. 4-year-old me.
Yeah, that's cool. A lot of people have with those generated names, they're like noun, adjective, number.
Yep.
So yours isn't really like that. It's kind of like noun, number.
Yeah.
So it kind of does, go around that expectation, subverts expectations for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here to talk about Overwatch. I don't know anything about Overwatch. You know a lot about Overwatch.
I know a lot about Overwatch.
Sam, do you know?
I know a lot about Overwatch.
Sam knows a lot about Overwatch. Okay, so
right.
I'll let you in on my Overwatch experience. I played in 2016 a little bit. I've played probably 3 characters total. I've played Sombra, and I don't remember the other ones.
All right.
Sombra actually voiced by the same voice actor that does Raze in Valorant.
Really? I did not know that.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Past that, I played a little bit when Overwatch 2 dropped.
Mm-hmm. Dark times.
Yeah, and I played for probably 3 hours and then uninstalled it. But I heard Overwatch 2 is dead and Overwatch is back.
Yeah.
So, not really sure what's happening there, but
I could talk about it for a minute.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
A couple weeks ago, they did a full-on soft reboot with their brand. They're trying to get away from the Overwatch 2 name, so they dropped the 2, so it's back to Overwatch once again.
Okay.
And they've restarted back to Season 1.
Okay.
And with the new update, they dropped 5 new heroes all at once, which have never done before, ever, in the last 10 years of Overwatch. So these last few weeks of playing the game has it felt like playing Overwatch 1 again, truly. Just it just felt so fresh for the first time in a long time.
So do you think they're Blizzard, right? Blizzard,
yes.
Yeah. Do you think that Blizzard is trying to rehab their image? Because you hear about Blizzard and it's just bad things. Activision Blizzard, it's just bad things.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I think when they start with Overwatch 2, the initial intent was for this PvE element. They're like, I want to do PvE, we're going to fight against...
And didn't that not happen?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
The previous development team, others may know one famous Jeff Kaplan, bit off a bit more than they could chew when starting with the PvE. And from what has come out since then, it was just development nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And early last year, they released a new mode called Stadium, which was built with the remnants of what would have been some of the PvE elements, but built into a new PvP mode. And I think now with this new reset, with Overwatch dropping the 2 and with the 5 new heroes, I think they're finally moving on from the development of the PvE, and that whole just fiasco is now behind them, and they can just start focusing on Overwatch as it was once again.
Sure. Okay.
Stadium was such a disappointment. I mean, it's not a bad game mode. So basically, what it is, it's like it kind of reminds me a little bit of League of Legends. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like the classic Overwatch 5v5, but instead you buy items, like in League or an MMO, and that's it. That's the premise. It's like normal Overwatch, but with items.
So like Deadlock.
Yeah,
Kind of.
pretty much.
Yeah,
It's like
pretty
Deadlock,
much.
but like
Smaller maps, weird game modes.
yeah, it's like short and round based. Or have you played
It's
the
round based.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the street ball mode in Deadlock?
No.
No? Well, street ball there's like a round based kind of mode where it's like you go around, you get items, you play around, you get items.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the thing up until I think it's best of 5, best of 7.
They
Okay.
shortened like some of their traditional modes, like push, control, and they've like made them smaller. So instead of push, it's push race, and so you each have little carts, and it's like a mini track, and you're
Oh.
trying to like
Yeah.
stop each other's push, but you also have to push your own cart.
Gotcha.
So like, I think there's some interesting stuff with that.
In new
but
Overwatch?
it just
Or
wasn't.
Deadlock.
This was
Sorry,
still done
Overwatch.
in
Overwatch, okay.
Overwatch 2. So this is the mode that released last year.
Okay. Sure.
And that was the mode that was made with like a lot of the abilities and the extra changes and all the other like just mechanics of Stadium, I believe, are leftover abilities from
Gotcha.
the PvE
Okay,
development
sure.
that they were recycling in order to make sure that the because there was a period of time too before Overwatch 2 dropped. There was Echo, I believe, came out. Which is the last year added in Overwatch 1. I want to say like 2020, 2021, and we didn't get anything new until Overwatch 2 came out.
and that was
And
like
we got-
2022, 2023, right?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. So it was at least a 2 to 3 year of just nothing from the development team, and that's when they were working on Overwatch 2 and the PvE stuff. So they had at least almost 5 years of development, and you can't just throw something like that away.
Yeah.
So that's what Stadium came out to be. It was like the leftover elements of the PvE stuff.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. At least, yeah. The devs work saw the light of day. It's not like a Concord. You know. Do you know anything
Right.
about Concord?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Or like what's that? What's the new one? High Guard or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, High Guard's right.
That's
yeah.
just like a
It's interesting.
yeah,
game.
yeah. So how'd you get into Overwatch?
I started playing Overwatch when it came out, 2016. I got it on my Xbox One, like day of. I pre-ordered it. Well, my parents pre-ordered it.
Sure.
I played the crap out of it. I played it so much, and I stopped playing for a number of years because I switched from playing on console to PC, and I rebought Overwatch, and I realized, oh my god, none of my cosmetics transferred over,
Oh.
and I didn't care. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the point? I can't keep my 2016 Junkenstein icon, so why bother? And then Overwatch 2 came out, and they introduced account linking. So I was able to log in on my Xbox account, connect to my Blizzard account, and now I have all of my stuff from 2016. And I started playing Overwatch again.
That's when I started also replaying.
Huh. So you started playing when Overwatch 2 came out again, like you started.
Yeah,
playing
I would
again.
say I started playing a lot more seriously when Overwatch 2 came out.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's back when I played an Xbox. I was just playing. I was just playing for fun, like not competitively like I do now, but it would just be like, who did I play? Junkrat, Bastion, May, all those great heroes.
I would say too, when you switch from PC to console, there's like a skill difference.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a different bracket. It's not like either one is necessarily better
well,
or
the mechanics
worse.
of playing, the mechanics of playing are just different.
Like trying to aim duel somebody on controller versus a keyboard is a totally different game.
I could not play a first-person shooter on a controller anymore.
Dude, I'm saying.
It's like
I'm
embarrassing. I think
saying.
at some point I was trying to play Titanfall 2 on a controller. It's not it. Can't do it.
Impossible.
Sometimes I'll play pistol rounds in Counter-Strike with my Xbox controller.
That's fun.
How does that go?
Not well.
I would imagine so.
If you get like, with the Glock has 20 bullets in its clip, right? So if you just get lucky and somebody's standing still, you might be
Yeah.
able to get a kill with it. I've gotten a kill with it before. It's just for fun,
yeah,
It's just pistol
100%.
round. Who cares?
Yeah.
Shotgun merchant.
Yeah, I'm a
entire
big shotgun
games.
guy. Big shotgun guy. But yeah, playing with controller is just terrible. It's just terrible. I don't even know why the game has controller support. Like Steam says it doesn't have controller support, and then I plug my controller in and it works. So
I don't know.
When did you start playing for GVSU Esports?
I started. Is it 2026? Winter of 2024. So
Okay.
like January, like start of that year. I just completely on a whim was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll play Overwatch. I'm not any good. I think when I signed up, I must have been plat at best, something like that.
Yeah. He said not very good. That's like
Signed up,
higher
tried out.
rating.
I got placed initially as a sub, but one of the players who was on like the main roster couldn't attend. So I'm like, well, great. No, I take that spot. That's awesome. And I've been in the team since.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So are you game leader right
Currently,
now?
yes.
So how many teams do we have for Overwatch?
Currently, we have 2 teams. We have Overwatch Blue and Overwatch White. Last semester, we had 3.
Okay.
Which was the most that we've had like ever.
Sure.
And it's been awesome. I have like thoroughly enjoyed being a game leader for Overwatch 2, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
You know, actually, somebody recently asked me like, what does being a game leader like look like? Could you just dive into that a little bit, like what being a game leader is like?
Yeah, I would say at least 90% of my job is just rescheduling matches. I'm actually dealing with this right now. Overwatch Blue still has a game scheduled for this Friday at 9 p.m. And I have started talking with the other school that we're playing against on Saturday. And it takes him 24 hours to get back to me when I message him in like 5 minutes. And just day after day, I'm like, hey, can we do this time? Like, okay, maybe not. Can we do this time? Okay, maybe not. And I'm waiting, like, even now. I messaged him yesterday. He's like, still waiting. We'll see.
If that school's watching, message Felix back. He's waiting.
Exactly. I mean, it may just make things easier.
Yeah, for
Be
sure.
a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
I would say most of the stress of being a game leader starts like right at the start of the semester, especially in the summer or the fall, when we've got so many new people coming up, and
Yeah.
you have to do tryouts. You got to do an event. You got to do get everyone signed up for different leagues like NACE and NACC. And you got to chase people down for signatures. And like, I gotta get this done in like 2 weeks, or they can't play.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, I just want to get people to play the game.
Sure.
So that's all it is.
You've also hosted a couple of events.
I have.
One of the most active games, by the way. So congratulations on that. I think Overwatch by far is our like most like club oriented community.
That might be true.
I would have to agree.
So
Yeah.
what's kind of like why and what does it take to plan events for Overwatch?
For Overwatch, last semester in November, I hosted the Pachimari Cup, and I just got, team or not, I'm just like, hey, anybody who wants to play, come join my event. We'll do a little tournament for Overwatch. I was initially going to do it was still going to be 3v3 teams, but it was going to be like the elimination mode instead. But then I thought, well, I don't know how well that's going to go, because it's going to turn into the like GM players just stopping everybody, and that wouldn't be very entertaining. And then I got a suggestion from somebody, I think it was Rin, I don't remember, of just doing 3v3 but of like the core game modes instead. And I think that was a lot more fun than just doing elimination mode. As far as the brackets, I try to make all the teams like holiday themes, so all the teams are different, like holiday themed Pachimaris.
Yeah.
I got the Yeti Mari or the Snow Mari, and of course the prize were the plush Pachimaris. I ordered 9 of them to give to the top 3 teams off of AliExpress.
Nice. I think I heard about this actually.
Oh yeah, it was quite the fiasco. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I want to do this, and we buy it, and then they tell me, oh, actually,
You can't like get it reimbursed or something, right? Is that
we did. It
Okay.
just took a lot of hurdles to jump over to get that reimbursement, but we got the money back, so it's okay. Yay, worked out in the end.
Yeah.
And I don't know, people love the Pachimaris. I brought the one that I got, and I think it's sitting at the staff desk in the LEC now, so keep it up there for display.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was a super cool event. I remember we made a big edit review for it. A Wild Eevee did, which
Yes,
was
yeah.
amazing because he made this whole over an hour like compilation of this event. And I was like, he put so much effort into that. And I was like, just watching, because I had to watch through it to make sure nobody was
Saying
Right.
bad
saying
words.
bad words.
Yeah,
on the,
right,
for the
right.
YouTube or whatever. But it like just listening to those players, it was so much like they were just having so much fun, whether they were winning, losing, trying funny strats. I think that's the best part of those events for sure.
I would agree. You know, I would love to redo it again now that Jetpack has in the game.
Oh.
There would be like at least 10 times the amount of just shenanigans that could occur then. I do have another event in mind for
Yeah.
Overwatch. I think the date I have slated for is March 21st.
Okay.
It's still in the works, but my idea is a Overwatch Mario Party. So it's still within Overwatch, but we've got like I'm trying to build up a like compilation of custom games and mini games modes,
Okay.
and doing like a going to create like a game board as well, and we'll have people be on different teams, and it'll still be like the here's the team versus one person kind of game. Like if you got what are some of the like Genji Ball or something is a free for all. So I could have like one person from each team as like a delegate for that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they play, and whoever wins gets a point for their team.
Dude, that's a super that's so creative. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. It sounds like you really do care like about like the being like you really care about your game leader position, and
I do. Yes.
and not to be like this is a perfect segue, but I heard that you may be running for higher office in the esports club. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I would agree. I believe that has been quite the rumor going around, and
There's posters.
there's posters, there's gifts, there's all sorts of things. And yeah, come April, I do plan to run for the club president.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit like what you want to do in that role. It's kind of a loaded question. I understand.
There's a lot that could go with that.
Yeah.
But I think it mostly just comes down to the fact that I just love the opportunity that the esports club has given me as a whole. And I think as president, I can help make more opportunities for more people that way, if nothing else. At the end of the day, I just want to make sure, like I said before, is I just want to get people to play the game. And as president, I want that to be like my number one goal is how can we get more people to play?
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
I think that's good. Yeah. That's super. That I appreciate what you've been doing, like as a game leader, to like bring more people. Like Sam said, having like the most club-oriented game, kind of. Because that's something that Evan and I talked about, like at the start of this year with Mike, who was Evan's boss at the time. Like getting like people, more people here. Yeah. And not emphasizing like the competitive aspect as much. And I respect a lot that is something that you've done with Overwatch. And like even though like there's only 2 teams as opposed to 4 Valorant teams, like having like so many people like involved is just such a cool thing. That's such a cool thing. And
building community too is something I think you're really good at in particular because like there are some games that are inherently more toxic than other games, and I noticed that.
League of Legends.
Okay. Whoa.
I mean, we could just name like all of the competitive games out there, and one of them is just gonna be like a whole argument.
Guys, it's League of Legends. I'm just gonna be honest. It's League of Legends.
Play League of Legends. Anyways.
Don't interact with the community though.
No. Keep your mic. Don't talk to anybody. But I think Overwatch is one of those games that can be toxic. It's not inherently like known for its toxicity, but like even then when you guys are playing competitive games or when people are fighting with each other, I feel like the Overwatch teams in particular are really good at being together without fighting,
lifting each other up.
I think that's it too. And we've had a couple instances in the past on every team it happens of like dealing with tilt and frustration, and just sometimes the game just pisses you off, right? And we just try our best to stay positive, at least in those moments too. Because at the end of the day, you can't do anything about tilt. Yeah. It's like you can't just say, oh, just snap out of it, dude. That's just going to make it worse. There's nothing like directly you can do to intervene. You can just try to stay positive and just like make sure they're at least listening. Yeah. And I think Overwatch as a whole has just been like all of my teams, like seriously, have had like such little drama, and like they have such like cohesion as a team, and that's awesome to see.
In between teams too, like that.
Yeah.
There's in some of our teams, there's like this team is a good group, this team is a good group, but there's no collaboration. Sure. But like every single time I've asked for casters, observers, hey, could you jump on here, whatever, just like to help the other team out and let them shine any way that they can help, they will. Which I think is so rare, in any club, not just in esports, but in general. But
Yeah, I like how, I don't know anything about Overwatch, and I'm very glad that there's like a few dedicated casters or people who are willing to like get on the mic and talk about the game.
Alumni for that
Yeah,
game.
alumni.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout out Derek.
yeah, I think that rocks. And it's really a testament to the community that like you and the people who came before you have like built up, and like this culture of mutual respect.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of passion in Overwatch.
yeah. And I like that. I think that's awesome. So we are out of time because you got to go work to, be Mr. Evan Dean's worker bee. You know how it goes. But thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it was a really good time. Everybody, GVSU Esports on socials. Do your challenge. What is the challenge?
It is your best artwork of your character. So draw a stick
Oh.
figure and send in a picture.
I know lots of folks in Overwatch are going to be submitting for that.
Yeah.
You gotta bug them because I want you to listen. We'll quickly gloss over this. Last week I had 3 submissions, man. Last week you gotta subscribe and turn your notification on because they're like, I didn't know there was a challenge.
Ding the notification bell. Ding the notification.
Exactly.
You also at Laker in the Discord. I just want to point that out, but it's fine.
There's a challenge every week. Look it up. Sorry, that's my PSA for today.
Do you post it anywhere else besides like at the end of the video?
What, the actual challenge?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe you should do that. It might inspire them.
Watch time.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not that long.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you again, Felix, for joining us. Sam, thank you for joining me. And we'll be back next week with another episode of Laker LAN. Goodbye.